Oh wait, I'm not shearing up, hang on, give me a second. Right guys, cheers so much. 1,000 subscribers, never thought I could achieve that. I'm absolutely buzzing. Time to crack open a bevy. Oh! I broke the bottle. The glass is still inside the... Oh, it is.
How did you manage that?
I don't know, I pulled the glass off with the lid. You just can't open beers with these. But thank you so much for thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. I'm so happy for every single one of you that clicked that subscribe button. And if you could, because YouTube's a bell end, you've got to also click that bell, you know, just next to it, because it can tell you when I've got a new upload, and I've got some big things planned, some big stuff going on. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, time to bust out the bevies and celebrate.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
You know what, you get happy for a second, you start celebrating, and you drop your beer all over the shop. Right, 1,000 subscribers, thank you so much again. After all these errors about what's going on, you know what I mean, things don't go perfectly. I'll tell you what don't go perfectly. I've got to have a brew. Cue the intro. Bitch Brew. Some dark times ahead. Lad Bible, I'm absolutely fuming at you. Making up stories, right? And shining me in a bad light. Worse than this lighting, I mean, I paid 15 quid for this. I am actually pretty upset about that. Lad Bible have gone ahead and made a story from some girl, I think it was called Amy Jo or something, I think her name was. But they've shown me in a bad light. They've not got in touch with me to get my end of the story, and I'm going to put my end out straight away. So you guys obviously know that I'm a lookalike. I go on gigs and stuff and do things. And I got called into one yesterday, and I was getting paid 350 quid for it. I didn't have too much information on what was happening, and it was for a radio station, and I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and do it, because to be quite honest, I work at Mecca Bingo. It's minimum wage, you know what I mean? It's not the best paid jobs, and if anyone else was on minimum wage and someone offered you 350 quid for like 3 hours work, would you take it? So that's what I did. So I've gone down to the radio station, done a little promotion and that for them, and then the first one was like a competition. So I wait in a car with some Ed Sheeran tickets. Someone has got to find me in this car, in this location and all that, and then you sing, I give them the tickets, Bob's your uncle. And then we had another gig just after that where I had to drive around in one of their cars and that, and you know, like pretend it's like Ed Sheeran in the passenger seat, and they drive around, and it worked pretty well. It worked pretty damn well. Like there was people like coming around like hordes of zombies and stuff, and like taking selfies and shaking and crying and all that, and you know, the usual for like what if they think of celebrities in town sort of thing. So I've been there doing this gig, and then one of the people that actually come over to the car like thought that was Ed Sheeran, and she tweeted, well, I don't know if she got in touch with them or they got in touch with her, but basically what happened was she's gone to Lad Bible and like told them the story and that, and they've painted me in such a bad light. Like, I'm not even joking, like, they're saying that I went round for a publicity stunt. I didn't do it for my own publicity stunt, I did it for my work, my job. I didn't know what was going on, you know what I mean? And I even said to them, they wanted me to get outside the car, and I said, look, I'm not going that far with them. I didn't go outside the car, stayed in, got some selfies, people come running over. In fact, there was actually people stopping the cars in front of the car in the middle of the street, getting out with their own cars and coming over to take pictures. It was pretty mad. So today, I did the gig yesterday. Today I got on my phone, got tagged in a post, and it was from Lad Bible. And what have they said? Right, so this is the story that they've put on me. And do you know what, I'll snap it in and try and get like a video of me scrolling through. But basically what it says is, it says, an Ed Sheeran lookalike decided to prank members of the public into believing they'd met the real deal in Newcastle yesterday. The real deal was actually in Newcastle for 2 nights as part of his world tour. The sneaky lookalike, oh, you've got to watch out for me, I'm a snake, me. Watch out. So I'm the sneaky lookalike, and it says the sneaky lookalike was driving around in a Metro radio car, well, radio arena car, which fooled people even more, as Ed was as that was where Ed was performing. He was performing in the Metro Arena. I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know what arena he was performing in. To be quite fair, I didn't even know that he was in Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a fan of him and all that, but I don't follow him round. I don't, you know what I mean, keep on too much of a hitch like on him. He's a nice guy. But anyways, so don't get me wrong, it's absolutely hilarious, but is this some kind of publicity stunt? I don't think Ed has trouble shifting tickets. Anyway, we need to feel sorry for poor Amy. Feel sorry for me? I mean, that day I was getting hoarded. Chrissy in it. Chrissy's just next, well, just behind the camera over there. What was I like when I was at that station? I just wanted to get home. Like I was just like, did you know what, they were even going to sort out tickets, this radio station, to go to his gig, and I was like, no, do you know what, I'm going to go home, because I know that I'll get hassled quite a lot, you know what I mean? But poor Amy, you know what I mean? But I've read her side of the story, and I can understand where she's coming from. And it says, anyway, we need to feel sorry for poor Amy. Amy Jo Halligan, I think her name was, the 24-year-old medical laboratory assistant for the NHS, was absolutely thrilled when she met her idol ahead of his gig. As you can see from her face, she was a bit starstruck. God bless her. She uploaded the video to Facebook. Yeah, it's not him. She told Lad Bible, we were just walking down towards the arena when we stopped just near a bridge so I could shove my 2 bottles of Desperado down the back of my pants or top to sneak in. It was only because we were being sneaky that I noticed the Metro Arena car go past. All I saw was ginger hair looking out the window, and I was like, that said, I literally ran down like I'd shat myself with 2 bottles still down my pants, telling the car to stop. Obviously my phone was straight. Do you know what, right, you can read the story, but you get the gist of it anyways. So, Lad Bible have got her end of the story, but they've not got in touch with me over this, and as you can see, you can see that they know about me, put pages on Facebook and that about me and stuff like that. They could have easily got in touch with me and found out, you know, I'm just rambling, aren't I? But I'm just really upset to the fact that, like, they've painted me in a bad light. They've not got in touch with me. They've not told me that they're going to be putting a story out there. They've not got my end of the story. I didn't know what was going on. They're making out as if, like, I've gone, oh, I'm making a publicity stunt. I'm going to get hold of the Metro radio and go in the car and drive around and fool everyone and laugh about it. No, I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean? It was a £350 gig. I didn't know much about it. And it was dead secretive, and I can understand from a radio station's point of view that they've got to keep things a bit secret because they don't know me, and I could be spilling the beans or doing this, doing that, doing the other, you know what I mean? So, but Lad Bible, I'm very disappointed in you, and that's my bitch and brew, and that's all I have to say to you. This from Crazy E is a really good picture, and I'm absolutely loving that. Thank you so much for that picture. Like, I do actually like it. Thank you so much for that, Crazy, and I really appreciate the time that you put into it and drawing it. Love my subscribers. I absolutely do love my subscribers, you 1,000 people. Anyway, Tigers, I hope you liked, and if you can, please share or actually like it and subscribe. Remember, YouTube's a bell end, so you've got to click the bell, that symbols then, you know, just so you get some more notifications on my videos. Thank you very much. It's a lifetime. Sign it up!